Yo, what's up? It's your boy Kenneth Scott back at you, blading on the brain with a product review that we've been waiting for. It's been a year in the making, but I'm about to bring it to you live right now, so stay tuned. And as always, if you like these videos, thumbs them up, show me the love, hit those comments down below, tell me what you think, and please subscribe and share. Follow me on Instagram at Blading on the Brain. Let's get right into it, y'all. Hey, I'm looking fresh to death because, you know, Butter TV just released that Powwow 10 edit, so please make sure to go check that out. It chronicles like basically the vibe of an entire weekend that was so inclusive, so much joy, and honestly, like, dang, I think it's been 14 days. And like the last day I was out with people was Powwow, so shout outs to all the homies, Win Brand. I repped y'all throughout the whole video, but I didn't get to show off my new members only Blade Runners tee brought to you by your favorite skate. Shout outs to your boy, because, you know, it's mad love. It was all love at Kona. It was all love at Powwow. So I hope you felt that. Do check out the Butter TV video, because I think they really captured the essence of joy and passion and just like freedom to do what we do, which is rollerblade. Oh my God. I don't know about you, but I haven't done that in 14 days. So my journey to Adapt has been long in the making. Shout outs to my homie Kevin Chow over at BMag. He and I have been friends for years, and I have asked him probably the same 25 questions repeatedly for 3 years about Adapt and whether I should go pull the trigger, buy them, spend the money. And as you can see, I've been skating carbon skates forever. Once I went to the carbon 4s, all black USD skates, I decided I was never gonna go back to plastic again. Once you go carbon, you kind of never go back. And so I did have a small stint in carbon freeze, the Richie Eislers, and then once again in these Gods, Frankie Morales boots, because I mean, I just love the God Frankie, like the GOAT, man. Your boy been at this for 20 plus years, just laying hammers nonstop. He just came back out of nowhere and was like, yo, I'm still better than you've ever been. Carbon free skates hurt my foot. It's somewhere like on the bottom of my foot. It's like right across the arch. So I have these weird pressure points that happen. I got wide feet. I have no arches. Like things get kind of strange in most skates. But carbons have been my saving grace for years. So it was a no-brainer to check out a new carbon skate. Thus the Adapts. The only ones left on the market, sadly, that fit my feet because USD got rid of the 10.5. Let's all cry for that. I miss those skates. I really do. Bring back the 10.5, please. It was the perfect fit for people like me. I'm gonna stick with Adapts though, trust me. Sorry, USD. I did rep for a long time though, honestly. So you can imagine that with knowing I love carbons, knowing that I've been talking to Kevin and he been telling me all the positive parts about the Adapt skates, you know, that I would just fork over the money and just cop them. But that's a lot of bread, y'all. Like legit, when you're a family man with 2 kids and like hella bills like a mortgage, chalking over $400, $500 is a big expense. And I wasn't ready to do that until finally I just was like, you know what? I don't have many other options. And if you're like me, you love carbon skates, there are very little options. Seba, USD, and Adapt. That's all we got for carbons. So, you know, it's a no-brainer. But I had to take my time because that's a huge expense. I had to really think about it, weigh out all the pros and cons, and I did. There is not a ton of information about Adapt skates, but there are some good reviews, there are some unbiased reviews, and there are places where you can get a first-hand impression of what that skate's gonna be like. This is an unbiased review after a year's worth of skating, and I'm gonna tell you all about where I started and where I'm at now. So after peeping the reviews, talking to Chow, looking at the price, figuring out what was alternatives, I went in and I copped myself a pair of RUSSEL Day Adapt Stealth Skates. Got that custom Blading on the Brain logo on the back. Thank you, Peter, making my day with this. Purple, color royalty and love, passion, and also my favorite color. So I copped these with the grays. I got the frames, Symmetrics frames from the homeboy Style Points Rob, Conjure brand. Plug, you know what I'm saying? Cop those wheels. Magic, I swear. So I got the frames. Homeboy sent them to me for free. Mad love to you, Rob. I always say that in person when I see you just because I've been skating these for like a year now, these frames, and apart from one small little thing and maybe a little bit of warping over the time, because I'm not a light dude, I got that man body. These frames have been some of the best frames I have skated in years. If you want to hear more about my time recovering from TBI and what it's been like to get back to skating after it damn near killed me 2 years ago, follow, like, subscribe. See me on IG at Blading on the Brain. Plus, your boy's on Facebook, everywhere social, you can find me. Just trying to keep it so that people can see the positivity and resilience and recovery that happens for me. And I'm so lucky and fortunate, and I try to bring that story to everyone, because anyone who has a TBI is living with an invisible injury. You can't see it on me. Like, I have no signs other than what's going on inside my head, which, dang, after 14 days of quarantine, y'all hear those voices? Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Do it now. 3, 2, 1. Let's drop right in. So the first thing I want to tell you about the Adapt Skate is measure your foot. No lie, measure your foot. It is the smartest thing you could do. It's the smartest thing I did. Right now, Adapt is putting out a new special measuring guide to help people get the right size. But measuring my foot, finding my larger foot, which I think is my left, and then sending that number to Peter and going back and forth with him got me to the right size. I am downsized to a size 10 in Adapts. I wear a 10.5 in all things sneakers. If you don't know, I'm a sneakerhead. I love kicks, and I'm a 10.5. So, I don't have a Patreon, but if you just want to send a bro some tight kicks, I love kicks. And what I will say is that right there alone allowed for me to have the most comfortable fit I have had in skates in a long time. The footbed inside is the best footbed. I want to buy those footbeds from that company, MySole, and put them in all my sneakers and all my running shoes. They have footbeds specifically designed for rollerblading inside of them. I never have foot pain.
No pain, none whatsoever.
When I first got my skates, I did a quick unboxing video. Check that out. I'm gonna pop that card up right there. Do peep game on that unboxing video. It shows basically my first impressions of the skate, as well as my first sessions in the skate. Bam! Parts of the skate that I love. I am a V-cut lover. You can see it in my USDs. I like a V-cut skate. It allows for more flex in the foot. It allows you to really engage your entire ankle, which I think is really important for me. Second thing I love about these skates, and I know a lot of people don't skate with it, and I don't understand why, because you should. It's dope. It's the 45-degree strap. Some people will say that the 45-degree strap and the ankle strap is too much strappy strap, but I don't agree. I think the 45-degree strap locks your heel in place. It locks your foot firm to the bottom, to the base of the skate, right where the sole is, so that you have a perfect connection between your foot and the actual sole plate. Because it's not that far up that it's carbon, and how soft boot hybrid this skate really is. Where it is carbon allows you to really stay firm and responsive with your skating. It's my perfect type of rigid, meaning it's not too much flex. As you see in my first impressions video, getting used to the flex was really hard for me. I had to do a lot more bending of my body sideways in order to get into the right position for royales, otherwise I was sticking. For soyales, I couldn't get that torque foot to really bend over unless I squatted super hard. And I don't know if it got a little looser or if I just got used to new body positioning, but I haven't had that problem at all since. And I like a rigid cuff. I like firm. I'd rather use my body to adjust than my ankles or my knees to bend in weird positions. Maybe it's because I'm old and I got so many pre-existing injuries that body positioning is more important. Using my core muscles is more important than putting the pressure on my ankles or my knees, because they can't handle it. That's just straight up. They can't. So the rigid cuff is perfect for me. The part I really love is how well these things slide. When you have the combination of the symmetric sole plate and the symmetric frame, it's like pure butter. There are times where I have been in the wrong back royale, but it was somewhere in here. Yeah, it was somewhere in here. And because of the responsiveness and the control I had, plus the slide, I was able to hold that even though I had no idea what was happening, and I just kind of trusted that everything was gonna work. You know, I was just like, all right, well, I've been doing this for 20 years, so I guess I can hold this somewhere. And that has never happened. I don't know if I could do that on purpose again, but it worked. The combination of the Royale groove and the angle at which it hits the actual groove in the boot is incredible. I love Royales. I do them switch, I do them natural, I do them backside, I do them front, I do them if alley-oop, if that's still a thing, probably not. And I love Royales. I could do 1,000 Royales. And I love Royales in these skates. Incredible feeling, incredible slide. Soles are no different. Top soles are like butter. They got, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when Razors brought out the speed dimples for the first time. They got the speed dimples, which reduces friction. I'm an engineer, I know these things. Plus, you get some wax stuck in there. Always good to have some extra wax stuck in some spots on your sole plate. Love the way these slide, love the way they grind. It has actually opened up my vocabulary. A lot of times, and I think Cody Sanders spoke to this too, shout out to him in his video, his review for the Adapts after years of skating the Adapts. He mentioned that like, you don't lose tricks. And like, for real, you don't lose tricks. I've only been able to gain confidence because of all the pieces, the responsiveness, the sturdy feel, the connection between my foot and the skate. It's not like I got a boot on my skate. It's kind of like there's a wheels attached to my foot. Wheels beneath our feet. So I love the way these grind. I love the way they feel, and I've learned new tricks. Check out my 41 for 41 video where I did 41 tricks for my 41st birthday. Yeah, that's right. I'm turning 42 this year, and I'm still blading. Crazy. Real talk. I've been blading for 4 decades. I got the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and now the 2020s. Yeah, boy. OG for life. I've learned new tricks. Brought back tricks that I thought I lost. Like what y'all call a front Savannah, I call an alley-oop unity. I thought I lost that trick, was able to bring that trick back because I trust in my blades. I trust that they're gonna be where I want them to be, and I'm gonna be able to hold it the whole time. And that is ultimately my favorite part about being in Adapts for the past year. So let's get into the final piece, which I think everybody wants to know. You drop $500 for a pair of skates, and the last thing you wanna do is fall. Literally. I didn't fall for like the first 3 sessions because I was so afraid to destroy my skates, and that has stopped. I have since fallen. I've since gotten really comfortable with the idea that they're not a fragile skate. I'm gonna do some close-ups on the toe for you right now, just to show you that yes, there are some parts of the toe where the seam has been rubbed down. I don't do a whole lot of toe dragging when I land, and so I think that comes from when I had the Frankie Concords. Like I didn't want to mess up that patent leather, so I don't drag my toes. So in general, that part is free from a lot of damage. The sidewalls, where there's also this same double stitch and double layer, I see that the stitching is worn down, but there's no give, there's no separation. I have no doubt that these skates are gonna last for another year plus if I just keep skating them, but I won't lie, I really want the Brutales. Because they just like put that simple finish on the front, which eliminates the whole fear of the toe coming up, the whole fear of like that part separating and basically a bunch of money going down the tubes. Like other things, I did not get the aluminum buckle protector. I'm gonna get that in the mail when I make an order for some new parts. Thank you, Peter, for understanding that I do want that part and it didn't come with it. But the plastic buckle protector is doing great. It's doing fine. I do set slides. I'm trying to learn set slides more, and I generally do fall when I try them, but I haven't destroyed the buckle protector. And by cutting the straps, both the 45 and the ankle strap, I was able to cut down on a lot of the wear and tear that was happening on the straps. If your strap starts to fray, then the seams come apart. You can see here that a little bit of the seam is coming apart. But what's dope is that's a replaceable part that you can buy on Adapt and have shipped to you. And you could probably get it in some cool colors so that you can start to customize your skate. I'm gonna keep these till the wheels fall off and then cop some Brutales so I can stay in Adapts for years. Overall, final thoughts on the Adapts. They are my favorite skates that I've had so far in my 20 plus years of skating. They fit like a glove. They don't have any extra movement. So like when my foot goes to where I wanna put it for a topsole, that is where both my feet go. They land exactly where I want them to, unless I have some brain fart and can't communicate to my feet, which we all know does happen. When I know what I'm gonna try and I put my feet in position to lock, they do. I played tons of games of Cinco, JSF, however you want to call it, games of Blade. And, you know, in those pressure situations when I'm like, ooh, I got to lace quarter cab topsole or quarter cab in spin top acid, or what was the one? There was one with Ricardo that I really thought, fakie in spin top horn, fakie out. I definitely thought I was going to fall. And I just thought to myself, this is how you do it. Go laced. And I just laced. 41 for 41. That's 41 tricks. I guarantee you 20 of those I have not tried in years and was able to just lace them because I trust these skates. I trust them. I believe in them. I know they're going to slide and I know they're going to go where I want them to go. So for all y'all watching, thank you. I love these skates. Shout outs to the homies for letting me try the frames. Style Points Rob and my boy Mike D for letting me try multiple different pairs of Adapt so I could see what size I thought would fit better. And ultimately, go cop these. Like, it's an amazing investment for yourself. It's an amazing investment for your feet. And you're just gonna love rollerblading in Adapts. I guarantee it. Go check them out. If not, don't at me, but hit me up in the comments. What do you think? Have you tried Adapts? Do they have weird pressure points? I know at one point I was gonna heat mode the cuff because it's a little straight, and J-Ball has a video about using a pint glass to heat mold it a little rounder. I was getting some weird ankle pressure points up at the top of my ankle where the straps come together, where the laces come together. Oh, did I mention the laces are bomb? Like, for real, the laces are bomb, the lacing system is bomb, but I digress. Cop the skates. Hit me up in the comments. Feel free to always spread the love and share these videos with your homies, with your peoples, and subscribe, like, and hit notifications, ring that bell, so when I drop my next video, because who knows what's going to happen here in quarantine, I might be dropping more videos because I'm at home every day. Might as well do something with my time besides be a dad, be a husband, work full time. I got time, right? Yeah, I got time to do this. Shout outs to the homie Montre for winning powwow in a helmet. Shout out to B-Free because when he hit 1,000 days, he strapped on a nice, beautiful red helmet. Matches your skates, brethren. Upgrade your gray matter because one day it may matter. Brain love, mad love to my community. Peace, y'all.
Everyone's going to be wondering what happened. Wait, is powwow done? Did it not happen? They don't know, but we know it's going down.